Hello, and welcome to Neuro State School of Neurographica. Anastasia is here. Today, I would love to show you the materials I use for drawing Neurographica. So let's start with the paper. This is my favorite sketchbook so far. Canson Mixed Media, 160 gram, medium grain. I've been using it for over a year now and I absolutely love it. Great quality, great size, and it works perfectly with all the materials I use. Here, for example, you can see one of my drawings, the algorithm of gratitude, which you will probably draw with me as well. This paper handles alcohol markers, pencils, as well as highlighters, and that's smooth, strong, and gives a wonderful finish. That's why it's my top choice. Next, I have a little sketchbook around A5 size. The paper is thinner than Canson, but I find it really handy when I'm on the go. For example, when I have 30-40 minutes waiting for my kids at their activities, why not use this time for a quick drawing? Believe it or not, you can complete a drawing of the day in just 30 to 40 minutes and you will see it for yourself after a few lessons. I also use this sketchbook when I'm traveling or even on a plane. Unless the flight is longer than 4 hours, then I can use some like bigger format. Now, what I don't recommend is using plain printer paper. It's too thin. The colors will bleed through easily and blending just doesn't work. You will end up damaging the paper. And since the visual impression is such an important part of the Neurographica process, it's better to use good quality paper that feels nice and support your creativity. So that's it for the papers. Now let's talk markers. My favorite one is the Sharpie. Sharpie fine point. Even though the tip looks thick, it gives a very precise, beautiful line. One of the best permanent markers out there for the Neurographica lines, for Neuro lines. I also have a few other brands that work almost the same, so choose the one that feels best in your hand. Like this one, for example, True Red. It's a good quality marker, but I don't like the feeling of it in my hand. It's bulky, it's too big for me personally. So that actually matters how it feels when you draw. What I don't recommend are the water-based markers. Where are they? Here. That's a water-based marker, and the problem with this marker is when you use water-based markers, the color markers. You see, they tend to blend and smudge, so make sure to use permanent marker for your lines. As I said, Sharpie is your best choice. Now for color markers. I use mostly alcohol based markers. The brand doesn't really matter. You can get a large set from Amazon. I have a bag of about 100 markers that cost around $40 and they work great. I also use highlighters, Stabilo, which have a very long life. I've been using the same set for almost 2 years now. I do have 24 of those Stabilo markers. Alcohol markers create great, smooth, even color layers, as you can see, with no visible strokes. Same with Stabilo highlighters. Great application, nice feeling in your hands. Water-based markers also work, but Their shelf life, I find it a bit shorter than highlighters. Um, Pretty similar between alcohol. I'm talking about the shelf life. Pretty similar alcohol and water base. So it's up to you. Which type do you prefer? Now let's move on to pencils. My absolute favorite are oil-based color pencils. I got mine on Amazon. They glide smoothly on paper. Let me get one. Here we go. They glide super smoothly on paper. Blend beautifully, and if you apply a little more pressure, the coverage becomes even richer. They're perfect for shading and adding depth. I also use Artist's Loft watercolor pencils. They're good too, but they feel slightly firmer. I don't know if you can catch the sound of it. And the color isn't as rich as the oil-based one. And here I have a big set of Prismacolor. I do have 150 of those. They're excellent quality, but quite expensive. Here is the one. Honestly, the oil-based pencils give you almost the same result for the fraction of the price. So these are the main materials I use. I'll keep updating this list as we go. Materials change and new favorites appear. You will find links to everything I use on Amazon and other platforms. And by purchasing through those links, you will also support our school. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in class.